Title: My eyes nearly popped out of their sockets when my cheating wife brought her affair partner into our home and declared, "Honey, I love this man, and now we're going to live together as a trio." God, she actually thought I would agree to that. But my revenge was swift, and here's what I did. There's a moment before disaster strikes where everything feels too normal. I remember it clearly. My keys jingling as I unlocked the front door. The smell of Lisa's vanilla candles drifting through the house. The faint sound of music playing in the background. Our playlist. Our playlist. For a few blissful seconds, I thought nothing was wrong. I was tired. Another long shift at work. I had even stopped at the store to grab Lisa's favorite bottle of wine. She had texted earlier asking for it. And then I saw them. Lisa was standing in the living room, smiling. Beside her, a tall, too relaxed man leaned against the couch, one arm draped casually over the back, like he belonged there. I frowned. Who the hell is this? "Honey," Lisa said, voice bright. "We need to talk." That's when I felt it, that strange tightness in my chest, the kind you get when you're on the edge of a cliff, staring down into something deep and dark. And then she said it. "I love this man, and we're going to live together as a trio." At first I laughed, because there was no way she was serious. "That's funny," I said, shaking my head. "Now, seriously, who the hell is this?" Lisa didn't flinch. "I'm serious, babe," she said gently, like she was explaining something simple. "This is Ryan, and we've decided that our love is bigger than just two people." Ryan. The name meant nothing to me, but the way he smirked when she said it, the way he sat there, perfectly at ease, while my wife stood beside him like a goddamn trophy, that told me everything. My fingers curled into fists. "Lisa," I said slowly, "are you telling me you've been cheating on me?" Lisa's expression shifted. Not guilt, annoyance, like I was being unreasonable. "It's not cheating," she corrected. "It's love. Love shouldn't be restricted, babe. Ryan and I have been seeing each other for a while, and I realized I love both of you." I felt like I had been punched in the gut. The words didn't even make sense. "You love both of us," I echoed, my voice hollow. Ryan leaned forward, grinning. "It's all about open-mindedness, man," he said. "We believe relationships should evolve beyond outdated norms." I turned my head slowly to look at him. I had never wanted to hit someone so badly in my life. Lisa touched my arm. "Babe, I know this is a lot, but it's a good thing. It means we don't have to lose each other. We can grow together. Think about how amazing it'll be. All three of us living here, supporting each other." I stared at her. My wife, the woman I had built a life with. And she was telling me to be grateful, like she was doing me a favor by bringing another man into our bed. Suddenly it all started to click. The distant behavior, the extra time at yoga classes, the secret smiles at her phone. How many times had I ignored the signs? How many times had I told myself, "Lisa's not that kind of woman. She loves you. She would never do this." What a fool I was. The weight of 7 years of marriage pressed down on my chest like a stone. All the late-night talks, the trips, the "I love yous" whispered in the dark. Had it all been fake? Or was she just so self-absorbed that she truly believed this was okay? I looked at Ryan again. He was watching me, studying me, like he was waiting to see if I would break, waiting to see if I would be weak. That's when it hit me. Lisa wasn't asking me to accept this. She was telling me, because in her mind, I was too weak to fight back, too devoted to her to leave. She thought I would be so afraid of losing her that I would agree to share her. And Ryan? Ryan already thought he had won. He thought I was just another guy she was moving on from, someone she had already emotionally discarded. Something in me snapped, not in anger, not in blind rage, but in something colder, smarter. They thought I was going to just accept this. What they didn't realize? I wasn't just going to say no. I was going to destroy them. I should have left. I should have walked out that door, slammed it shut behind me, and never looked back. But I didn't. Because as much as this betrayal burned, there was something else stirring beneath it. Something cold, something calculating. Lisa and Ryan thought they had me cornered, that I was too devoted, too weak, too afraid of being alone to fight back. They had no idea who they were dealing with. So instead of leaving, I forced myself to breathe, to steady my hands. And then, I did something that caught both of them off guard. I smiled. "You know what?" I said, keeping my voice calm. "Maybe you're right." Lisa's eyes widened slightly. Ryan tilted his head, that damn smirk still on his face. "Really?" Lisa asked cautiously. I nodded, rubbing my chin like I was actually considering it. "I mean, love is about growth, right? Maybe I've been too closed-minded. If this makes you happy, maybe I should try to see it your way." Lisa's entire demeanor changed. Her shoulders relaxed, her lips parted slightly in relief. Ryan chuckled. "See, man? That's the mindset. Relationships should evolve beyond outdated norms." He was eating this up. Lisa reached for my hand. "Oh my God, babe, I knew you'd understand," she said, squeezing it. I let her, for now. But in my mind, I was already 3 steps ahead. For the next week, I played along. I acted calm, agreeable, a man genuinely trying to understand his wife's new perspective. I even spent time with Ryan, letting him talk about his deep thoughts on love and freedom. And Lisa? She was glowing. She thought I was coming around, that I was adjusting to this ridiculous fantasy. But here's the thing about people like Lisa and Ryan. They thrive on control. Lisa needed to believe she was winning. Ryan needed to believe he was smarter than me. And I let them believe it, because the best way to destroy someone is to make them feel completely safe first. But behind the scenes, I was pulling the strings. I started digging into Ryan's life, his past relationships, his job, his finances. I planted small seeds of doubt in Lisa's mind. Casual comments, subtle jabs, tiny cracks in her perfect vision of Ryan. I watched as things slowly started to shift. Ryan wasn't as secure as he pretended to be. Lisa wasn't as certain as she claimed. And soon, the cracks would shatter, and I'd be the one holding the hammer. There was a time when Lisa and I sat at a restaurant just like this one, laughing over shared plates, making promises for the future. I remembered the way she used to look at me, like I was her entire world. Now? She was sitting across from me, smiling at another man, and she had no idea she was about to lose everything. "You know, man," Ryan said, swirling his drink, "I have to give you credit. Most guys wouldn't be able to handle this." His voice was casual, but there was a challenge hidden underneath it. "Handle what?" I asked, feigning curiosity. Ryan smirked. "Sharing Lisa. It takes a certain level of confidence to know your woman is with someone else and still hold your place." Lisa giggled, resting her hand on Ryan's arm. "I knew he'd understand," she said. "We've grown past jealousy, haven't we, babe?" She looked at me expectantly. I forced a smile. "Of course. I mean, if this is what makes you happy, who am I to argue?" Lisa practically glowed. Ryan, though? He leaned back in his chair, watching me carefully. "Not gonna lie," he said, "you're handling this better than most." I met his gaze. "I guess I'm just not like most guys." He smirked, satisfied with that answer. "Good. Let him think he's won. Let Lisa think she had rewritten the rules. Because the next move, it was mine." Lisa had no idea who was about to walk through that door, but Ryan did. I watched his face closely as 2 figures approached our table. He was mid-sip of his drink when he noticed them. And that's when I saw it. The first crack in his confidence. His hand froze mid-air. His lips parted slightly, color draining from his face. Lisa, oblivious, turned toward the women. "Oh, hi," she said cheerfully. "Are you friends of Ryan's?" Neither woman smiled. The brunette spoke first. You could say that? Lisa's forehead creased slightly. She looked at Ryan, waiting for an explanation. He said nothing. I sat back enjoying the moment. Lisa, meet Emily and Tasha, I said casually. She blinked. Okay, and? I let the silence stretch. Let Ryan sit in his own discomfort. Let Lisa feel the growing tension in the air. Then I leaned forward. They were just like you, Lisa. Ryan convinced them they were evolving past monogamy, told them love should be free, told them they were special. Lisa laughed nervously. Wait, what? That can't be true, Ryan, right? Ryan finally spoke. John, don't do this. His voice was low. Warning. I smiled. Why not? You love openness, don't you? This is just part of the experience, right? Emily scoffed. He ghosted me after he drained my savings. Tasha crossed her arms. He did the same to me. Told me I was the love of his life. Convinced me my husband was holding me back. Then, as soon as I was fully invested in him, he vanished. Lisa's face lost all color. Ryan? She whispered, looking at him in disbelief. Ryan clenched his jaw. They're lying, he snapped, but Lisa wasn't an idiot. Not entirely. I could see the calculations happening in her head, the little things she had ignored, the inconsistencies, the half-truths. And now, they all made sense. I took a sip of my drink, watching her entire fantasy collapse in real time. Ryan was shifting now, his confidence slipping. Lisa, let's go, he muttered, grabbing her arm. She yanked it away. So it's true? He didn't answer. That was answer enough. Lisa turned to me, her eyes wide with realization. She saw it now. Ryan wasn't some enlightened, free-thinking man. He was a predator. And she had been his latest victim. Lisa's hands shook. Her breathing was uneven. John, did you know about this? I set my drink down carefully. I found out a few days ago, tracked down Emily and Tasha, showed them proof. They agreed to help me make sure you saw the truth before it was too late. She looked at me like she didn't even recognize me. Why didn't you tell me? She asked, voice breaking. I shrugged. Would you have listened? Lisa's mouth opened, then closed, because she knew the answer. And now, it was too late. I leaned back, enjoying the view. Ryan, trapped. Lisa, crumbling. And me, the only one walking away untouched. Lisa always believed she was in control. Of her life. Of her choices. Of me. She thought she was too smart to fall for a fraud. Too special to be discarded. But now, she sat frozen, her hands trembling in her lap as the truth slammed into her like a train. Ryan never wanted to evolve with her. She wasn't his soulmate. She was just another stepping stone. And the worst part? She threw everything away for him. Lisa swallowed hard, her throat bobbing like she was trying to force down a scream. Ryan, she whispered, her voice barely holding together. Tell them they're lying. Ryan exhaled sharply, shifting uncomfortably. Lisa, let's not do this here, he muttered. But Lisa wasn't having it. Her eyes darted between Emily and Tasha, the two women who had sat down at our table, who had exposed Ryan's entire game. Lisa turned back to him, her breath shallow. Please, a single word. Desperate. Ryan ran a hand through his hair, the smug confidence from earlier completely gone. Look, babe, they're just bitter, okay? They don't get what we have. Lisa flinched, because she had said those exact words to me. And now, she realized just how stupid they sounded. Ryan, I said smoothly, leaning forward. Why don't you tell Lisa what happened to your last 3 girlfriends? Lisa's eyes snapped to me. 3? She whispered. Her breathing was getting shallower now, like she was trying to hold herself together, but her body wasn't cooperating. Emily let out a cold laugh. Oh, honey, 3 is just the number we know about. Lisa's hand gripped the edge of the table, her knuckles white. Ryan, she tried again, her voice shaking. Tell me this isn't true. Ryan stayed silent, and that was the moment Lisa truly broke, because Ryan had an excuse for everything. He was charming, smooth, always in control. And now he had nothing to say. "Lisa, let's go," Ryan said suddenly, standing up. His voice was sharp, commanding, like he still believed he had a grip on her. But Lisa didn't move, didn't blink. Her breathing was fast now, her hands visibly shaking. "You used me," she whispered. Ryan sighed, annoyed now. "Jesus, Lisa, don't act like you didn't know what this was." Her head snapped up. "What?" Ryan rubbed his temples like this whole conversation was beneath him. "Come on. You were unhappy. You wanted something different. And now you're mad because it wasn't what you thought. That's on you, babe." Lisa stared at him. Ryan had never planned to stay. He had never loved her. And she was the only one who didn't see it. Lisa suddenly looked small, like a child who just realized they lost their parents in a crowd. Her fingers trembled against the table. She turned to me. "John, please." Her voice cracked. I saw the emotions flash across her face: shock, regret, desperation. She had spent the last week believing she had everything. Now, she had nothing. But I felt nothing for her. Not anger, not pity, not even satisfaction. Just emptiness. "Don't," I said quietly. Her lower lip trembled. I didn't know. You didn't want to know," I interrupted, my voice sharp. Her breath hitched, because she knew I was right. She could have stopped this at any moment. But she didn't. And now, it was too late. Ryan scoffed. "Oh, for God's sake, are we really doing this? The dramatic breakup scene? Grow up?" Lisa turned to glare at him, her face contorting in pure disgust. "I left my husband for you," she snapped. Ryan rolled his eyes. "Yeah? Well, that was dumb." Lisa gasped. I stood up. "I think that about wraps this up," I said smoothly, straightening my jacket. Ryan glared at me. "You think you won something here?" I smiled. "I don't need to win, Ryan. I just needed you to lose." I turned to Lisa one last time. "And you?" I tilted my head. "You made your choice." Her eyes filled with fresh tears. I walked away. I didn't look back. Not even once. Epilogue. The aftermath. Ryan disappeared within a week. Turns out when too many people know your game, you run out of places to hide. Lisa tried to reach out. Calls, messages, emails. I ignored them all. I moved on, and I did it knowing that Lisa had destroyed her own life, without me having to lift a finger. And that was the best revenge of all. Lisa thought she had everything. Now, she has nothing. Ryan thought he could manipulate forever. Now, he's ruined. And John? He walked away, stronger than ever. Was this revenge justified, or did it go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take. And if you love jaw-dropping pro-revenge stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the like for more thrilling tales you won't want to miss. Every like, share, and subscription means the world to us. It helps us keep bringing you the stories you crave. Your support truly makes a difference. Thank you so much for being part of our community.